You're free now. Free to stream beyond your wildest dreams. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
Do you love the Tabernacle Choir? This year, the choir's music is everywhere you are. Listen to your favorite choir songs and music and the spoken word anytime you want on Alexa by simply enabling the skill.
Alexa, play music in the spoken word.
Now playing music in the spoken word.
You can also download the Tabernacle Choir app, subscribe to the choir on YouTube, listen on Spotify, and have access to all their wonderful music. Happy listening.
Welcome to the KSL Real Estate Show. Hear updates on the national and local Utah real estate markets. We cover residential and commercial properties. Plus, get inspiring ideas to make your house a home from our sponsor, Osmond Designs. Here's Heather Osmond and Lindsay Aerts on KSL News Radio.
Welcome on into the Real Estate Show today. Thank you for joining us. Happy weekend. Hope you're having a fantastic one. I'm here with Heather Osmond of Osmond Designs. Heather, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Lindsay?
I'm so good. It is so good to be with you. Do you think spring's going to come anytime soon?
I'm ready.
Please.
I know. I feel like we're being tortured with all of this snow. Sorry, ski resorts. I know you're loving this, having record-breaking snow. And, you know, people are out and loving that, but I'm kind of a home person.
Yeah.
I like warm and cozy, so that's always fun for a little while, but I'm ready for a change.
I know. Do you ever do that thing where you just sit in your car and feel the sun through the windshield to like pretend it's spring? Like, can we just pretend it's here?
Crank up the heat when we're freezing.
Right.
You know, that's what's great about Utah. We do get the 4 seasons. It will end.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
It's coming.
I don't know. Maybe not.
We do need to talk about furniture today because all things furniture is your forte. You are the expert. First of all, your stores are gorgeous down in
Thank
Lehigh
you.
and in Orem. So if you're out running errands today, swing by an Osmond Design store. But you bring in some of the latest and greatest from all over the world.
You guys, we definitely do. We are so proud to do this show. On this show, we've been doing it for just over 3 years, and we get to talk about anything and everything real estate related, home related, commercial development. You know, we hit the full broad spectrum of all of that. And one of my favorite things is, of course, the furniture and interior design part of that, which, you know, our goal is just to have everyone love the space that they're in, whether it's a workspace or a home or whatever that may be. Recently, we went to the Las Vegas furniture market, where manufacturers from all across the country and even internationally bring their latest and greatest products and trends to the market for retailers like me and the big box stores to look and see what we want to offer to our clients and our customers. And as we were there, one of our favorites is, of course, a couple of companies, BarcaLounger, which we're going to tell you a little bit about in a minute, but also Pacific Coast Lighting. And today I invited one of my favorite furniture reps, Dan Ewing, all the way from Montana. How's it going, Dan?
Thank you for having me.
Hi, Dan.
This is so fun.
How are you?
I'm doing great, You were talking about the weather. You don't want it to get too hot too quick because it's too much snow.
That's fair.
It melts.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We need a slow spring runoff, so
Yeah.
that's fair.
I live in Alpine, up against the mountains, so that's a serious problem.
Yeah. It looks
I
that
should
way.
be worried.
Yeah, when we came down, there was a Malad Pass.
Yeah.
Way too much snow.
Oh, wow.
Way too much
Scary.
snow.
Yeah. Well, all the way from Montana. How's the weather in Montana right now?
It's nice. It's I'm used to the snow a little bit, but not this much snow. You got a heck of a lot more than we do. But we're kind of in a banana belt. I live in Kalispell, northwest Montana.
That's
and it's
awesome.
a pretty nice spot for sure, right by Glacier Park.
Well, welcome to Utah. We're so happy to have you. And, you know, we're so excited to learn about you and your business and how you became involved in furniture and lighting. Take it away.
Yeah, you asked me to come up with an idea of where we started with things. Well, I guess I started with genetics. Born and raised in the furniture businesses. We were ever since grade school. My family's owned retail stores, furniture and appliance stores. Wow. So that's where we started. I started my first job in the furniture business was sweeping the steps in the store.
Here in Utah, we call that pioneer stock.
Pioneer stock. Yeah. So, Yeah, we were in business for a long time, 20-some years, and then our friendly neighborhood arsonist burnt our building down.
What?
Yeah, in the early 70s when I was in high school. And kind of went from there. We relocated, built another business, built another store. That lasted a few years until the 20% interest rates kicked in the 80s, and we went away. Then I went to work for a competitor. We had the same customers in a small town, so we knew everybody. And that was the easiest job I ever had for like 3 years, working retail floor, commission. It was great. Then the Simmons Company came along, Simmons Mattresses, and took me on the road. Did that for 7 years, then went independent after that. And it's much more lucrative doing the independent gig.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
So now you're a rep for several different furniture manufacturers and lighting manufacturers.
Yes, yeah. An independent rep doing this business has to be flexible, okay? You have to be willing to travel. So I'm on the road 120 nights a year, something like that. My wife doesn't necessarily like that, so we bring her with me most of the time.
Good.
So we have several different lines. A guy told me way back that in order to do this business right, you have to be willing to play poker with these lines. So if something else comes along, you have to discard something. Okay, so you kind of keep the best hand in your bag. So we've done that. I've done dozens of different lines through the course of the year. So,
well, you definitely have some of the best lines, no doubt about that. I love your background, and I love that you have retail experience, because I believe that really makes you being a salesperson very valuable.
It resonates to the retail floor associates, because they know that they can tell by talking to me that I've been there.
Yeah.
Which is handy.
Well,
sure.
And as a furniture rep, you want to sell your retailers things that will sell, because then you get the reorders.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's all about.
That's no problem. Yeah.
That's what it's all about, for
that's
sure.
That's great.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about BarcaLounger specifically.
Oh, God, BarcaLounger has been a household name. It's one of the very few names that all the generations know. Okay, it's just out there. They started in the 40s. Okay, we didn't even have radio back then.
It's kind of become like a broad term, right?
Yeah.
The BarcaLounger.
Yeah, it's a generic kind of a term,
Yeah.
but there's only a couple names that people know out there in the motion furniture business. One is Lazy Boy, of course. That's a big guy. The other is BarcaLounger. It has a name recognition that's goes way back, way back. So they've been around since the 40s. They've gone through a couple of versions of themselves. I was actually with this company twice. This is my second go-around. And they used to be made in the United States. So much stuff is not now. But so this is an imported product. But it's if you keep an eye on your specs and keep track of that, you can get some awfully good product, import product.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, so BarcaLounger, because we're on the radio, we'll describe it to you. They are reclining chairs, sofas, love seats.
Yes, everything motion.
Anything motion. All the good stuff that guys love these.
Absolutely.
As far as styles, you have anything and everything.
We are all across the board. Mm-hmm. Okay, BarcaLounger is known predominantly for their vintage chairs, the pushback type of high leg chairs. Okay,
Sunday afternoon nap chairs,
nap chairs, game chairs, that kind of thing. So it's evolved from there. Now we have everything is power. Okay, if you're going to be in this business, you have to be power. In other words, a motor built onto this thing that'll lean it back, kick the ottoman up. We'll have a lumbar. Electric lumbar in it and headrest. So utility is a big thing in all things motion these days.
What I also love about BarcaLounger is just the trends, right? They have so many different leathers and fabrics and you just can customize almost anything.
It's virtually custom. We can end up, we have single styles with like 8 and 10 different covers on them in stock. Okay. And we can special order this stuff and get it within a month, which is nice. Yeah.
And I think with COVID, there was such delays all across the market where a lot of the orders that we would place were 6 months, 9 months, 12 months out. and BarcaLounger didn't have that.
We saw this coming, and we bought big.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were never in and out of a stock, and some things, of course, we were never in and out of stock position. And because we had a lot of new product coming in, too, one of these things is we're a leather company. Everything we do is leather. And we had other product coming in, which I don't know if you're aware of this or not, too, but we have a line of chairs that are heating and cooling chairs.
I saw those.
Did you see that?
No, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It takes all the issues that you have with leather, that people perceive with leather, hot in the summer, cool in the winter. We basically have taken that away. So
and people love that in their cars. So why not have that in your family room?
It's the same mechanism and heating system I have in my in my car.
Yeah, and you get spoiled and you just can't go back, right?
Absolutely.
Today we have a special guest. His name is Dan Ewing. He is here all the way from Montana, visiting Utah, talking about some of my personal favorite furniture and accessory lines at Osmond Designs. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more.
Hey there. Did you know Smith's always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices? And when you download the Smith's app, you'll enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. And don't forget fuel points to help you save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Want to save even more? With a Boost membership, you'll get double fuel points and free delivery. So shop and save big at Smith's today. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey guys, meet Salt Lake City's favorite men's health expert.
Hi, I'm Eric Ramos, healthcare provider at Revive Men's Health. I've been treating men suffering from low T and ED for over 5 years. Low T can impact your whole life, but so can proper treatment of it. And hearing that my patients are back to living life to the fullest, that's the best part of my job.
Contact Revive for a free T-check and exam today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
We're back with the KSL Real Estate Show, sponsored by Osmond Designs on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back into the Real Estate Show today. Thank you for joining us. I am Lindsay Aerts. Heather Osmond's with me. She's the owner and interior designer of Osmond Designs with stores in Lehigh and in Orem. Hi, Heather.
How's it going, Lindsay?
So good. How are you?
Doing well.
It's so good to be with you today. I'm learning so much about the furniture industry. Whenever I talk with you, I want to redo my entire house. And then I go home and I do nothing. And then I come back the next week and I get motivated again. And then I go back and do nothing. It's a vicious cycle.
It's so fun, right? We love this real estate show. We get to talk about anything and everything that is related to the Utah market, but specifically today we're talking about home design and specific furniture vendors. And today we have a special guest, one of my friends, Dan Ewing, all the way from Montana, visiting Utah today. I am a little biased because I love the products that you sell, Dan.
Thank you.
We're sold on those. We love to carry the best of the best at Osmond Designs. There's definitely products that are more expensive, less expensive, but these are kind of your consumer best buy, kind of middle of the road. You do have high end, like I said, some lower price points, but what I love about you is its quality. This is not cheap, inexpensive, fall apart furniture, Dan.
Yeah, this is nice stuff. We have as nice a tailoring on our product as anybody in the industry.
Yeah, at any price point.
I believe that.
Yeah.
And I think our sales relate that as well. We were talking earlier about where we go, what we have to offer, and we do have sofas, love seats, obviously reclining furniture. Everything is motion or reclining furniture, and the big deal these days is, if the style is right, but we want to make sure we have a lot of utility. So there's always going to end up being, power in these things. The sofas will have a lot of nice add-ons as well, where they'll have little a place to charge your phones.
Those USB cords.
USB cord, yeah. USB and C. So we're trying to keep ahead on that whole thing. And trend too, the style that we're looking at. I'm seeing a predominant style. We'll have the traditional stuff, but most of our business, our growth part of the business, is in the transitional and the contemporary end of things.
I agree. Those track arms are very, very popular.
Yeah.
The challenge, I think, Dan, is that, when someone gets one of these incredible chairs or a pair of chairs or a sofa or a sectional in their home, they really don't even need to go to work anymore. They just might just stay there all day long because they're so comfortable.
Yeah, that's a problem. They're going to have to figure that part out.
So you have the heating and the cooling, right? So in the winter, isn't it just amazing just to curl up on a cozy heated chair? Like, hello.
Yeah, these are nice too because it's perforated so that it can get the heat to you. You know, the heating takes a minute or two to get, just like in your car. And I guess the other thing you're asking about trends as far as where this is going, we're seeing some smaller scale furniture, okay, as well, and a lot of wood trim stuff. And I'll show you some of that a little bit later on today too. But it's just wonderful stuff.
BarcaLounger is the manufacturer that we are talking about right now. It's something that we carry in our store. It's one of the all-time best in the business. Quality, style, price point, all of the above. And there's customization options, which I love. There are specific leathers that are available per frame. Sometimes there's 2 or 10 or, depending on what that is.
Yes. Yeah. We don't actually take a cover and put it on any frame.
Yeah.
We'll pick the frame and
they're married.
It's a married program is what they call that. And we think, we feel that we'll have the right cover, because these guys are pros on putting this stuff together. And we're probably going to have the right cover for you 95% of the time.
I just know I need this heated chair because I'm the person that has a blanket on in 90-degree weather. So can I get one of those?
I know. And when you're sitting in a leather sofa or a leather sectional or a leather recliner in the winter with all of this record-breaking winter weather we've had, we just need cozy, right? Yeah, it's awesome.
Shall I write that up for you?
Yes, exactly.
I'll take one of each, please.
Available at Osmond Designs, right? It is our 20-year anniversary right now at Osmond Designs. I can't believe we're homegrown, family-owned business, and we're so proud to carry BarcaLounger and some of the other products that Dan Ewing will be talking about later on this show. But no one beats our prices on anything that we sell in our store. So regardless of the brand, we probably source more brands than any other furniture and interior design store in all of Utah for sure. And all of our prices are always no one beats our prices. And then you get an additional 20% off. So we have in-stock merchandise. Dan, before the show, we were talking about COVID and how a lot of these companies had to overbuy and make sure that they had the leather, had the foam,
right,
and the things available for the upholstery so that we could meet the demand. And we've done the same thing at Osmond Designs. And we actually rented an additional 10,000 square foot warehouse that is full of great upholstery. And it is selling quickly. We have people come with trucks and trailers and they just take it home that day. And it's unique product that 7 of your neighbors don't have because you didn't buy it at the big box store where they bought 5,000 of the same chair. So that's always, something I'm really proud of too.
Good. You're ready for the business for the next quarter.
We are, yeah. And, speaking of which, we, all this month as well as previous months, actually, we have been slammed with just Parade of Homes. So St. George Parade of Homes is going on. It's something that is huge in the Utah market. We're actually nationally known for how cool our Parade of Homes is. And you will see some of this BarcaLounger product as well as Pacific Coast lighting that you also rep. And
yes,
we'll be talking about in a minute in some of those parade homes. So we're really excited about unique designs, great price points.
Perfect. We want more in there.
We need more. Yeah. In fact, Dan, after the show, we'll have to just maybe look at more of, the things that BarcaLounger is introducing. You always have a backstage view of what's coming online, and I love to stay up on that. So I really appreciate you coming here all the way from Montana. Dan Ewing representing BarcaLounger and Pacific Coast Lighting, which are 2 of my favorites that we carry at the Osmond Design Store. They are in stock in Lehigh and in Orem. Take them home today, and no one beats our prices. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey there. Did you know Smith's always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices? And when you download the Smith's app, you'll enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. And don't forget fuel points to help you save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Want to save even more? With a Boost membership, you'll get double fuel points and free delivery. So shop and save big at Smith's today. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey guys, meet Salt Lake City's favorite men's health expert.
Hi, I'm Eric Ramos, healthcare provider at Revive Men's Health. I've been treating men suffering from low T and ED for over 5 years. Low T can impact your whole life, but so can proper treatment of it. And hearing that my patients are back to living life to the fullest, that's the best part of my job.
Contact Revive for a free T-check and exam today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Welcome to the KSL Real Estate Show. Hear updates on the national and local Utah real estate markets. We cover residential and commercial properties. Plus, get inspiring ideas to make your house a home from our sponsor, Osmond Designs. Here's Heather Osmond and Lindsay Aerts on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back into the Real Estate Show today. Thank you for joining us. Lindsay Aerts here with Heather Osmond of Osmond Designs. Hi, Heather.
How's it going, Lindsay?
So good. Your stores are in Lehigh and in Orem. They are stunning. So if you're out running errands today, I highly suggest you get down there to one of those because you'll just be inspired when you walk into Osmond Designs. You'll be like, oh, I need to redo my whole house because I need it to look like this.
You're a sweetheart, Lindsay. We have a lot of fun at Osmond Designs. Maybe too much fun, to be honest, but we definitely do sell to the general public. We do a lot of design work, not only for contractors, but for homeowners, and we love to do all of that. We serve the entire Wasatch Front. We actually do, surprisingly, a lot of out-of-state work as well, which has been very, very fun. It seems that the real estate market in Utah just continues to boom, which we're so proud of, and there's so much fun to be had. And our goal is just for you to love your home. Today we have on the show Dan Ewing, who is a personal friend of mine and a furniture rep for a couple of my favorite brands, BarcaLounger and Pacific Coast Lighting, on the show with us today. We love just giving all of our KSL friends a backstage view of what's going on, hopefully educate you, inspire you, and have you come check all these cool things out. Welcome to the show, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. You said something about the how the store looks. I just wrote a note here to expand on that for you, because I get in hundreds of stores in the course of a year, and you do have a wonderful layout.
Right.
The collection is wonderful. You do a great job with that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we have a store in Orem, and we also have a store in Lehigh. Both of them are approximately 20,000 square feet. And we have full-time designers that all they do is haul furniture out, our warehouse guys, and then we redecorate all day long. So there's always something new and fresh at Osmond Designs. BarcaLounger is one of our favorite brands that you rep. They have the most incredible leather motion chairs with heating and cooling and USBs and cup holders. I mean,
I would never leave the chair.
Who even needs to go to work, right?
Never leave the chair.
It's kind of a problem. Utah's known for large homes. We have theater rooms. Those make great theater chairs.
Perfect. It's perfect. Yeah.
It's perfect. Sectionals in Utah are always a hit. I don't know one home that maybe doesn't have a sectional in the basement or on the main floor somewhere. And you have all of that in motion as well.
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah. For sure.
You can just pile on the family all as well. And then there's just customization options, which is very cool. So you can oftentimes choose between a couple of different leathers for each of those specifics, even up to maybe 10 leathers.
Yeah, so you can special order this stuff, and it comes pretty quick.
It's pretty
It's
amazing.
in stock. So
It's just in stock. Yeah. That's all. Ships quickly, which we are always happy with. Recently, we returned from the Las Vegas Furniture Market. You are a company that represent a company that is innovative and fashion forward, and you guys are always introducing new things, where a lot of the other companies are still trying to catch up with past orders.
Exactly.
Or they're overstocked, and so they're not working on new
Selling
things.
old stuff.
Selling old stuff, which for us is like, oh, that's 3 months old. Wait, what's your new stuff? Yeah. So that's always really fun. BarcaLounger, we talked about that previously in the episode. If you missed that, go ahead and go to the KSL app and podcast. But now we're going to really talk about Pacific Coast Lighting. Dan, take it away. Where did they come from?
They're in Southern California. Okay, it's not Pacific Coast. It's not coastal lighting. They just happen to be located on the Pacific Coast. So that's something we have to explain once in a while. But I think it was in the mid '70s that they started making lights. They used to make lights. Everything is tabletop, like floor lamps and table lamps is what we do. But they use some product called Hydrocal. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Yeah.
Before they started using resin, Hydrocal was, I think, half of the product that we shipped was broken. So it was really tough, but it was fascinating how they built this stuff. And then as resin became more available, they started doing the importing thing, and so we import from China. I don't think there's a light made in the United States anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, but Pacific Coast is probably the biggest guy out there as far as residential lighting, as portable lighting is concerned. I started with them in the late '90s, so I've been with them 24 years, I guess. What we're looking at. So I was able to work with them since when they started doing the importing stuff, and right now to where they've gone, and they have a huge selection.
No, I love Pacific Coast scale. If you go to a big box store, a lot of times the lamps are very small, and they just don't look great in these larger spaces and in these larger homes. So your size is incredible.
We do that, and we don't buy off the shelf. Okay,
Yeah.
For instance, in this industry, the big box stores will buy off the shelf. Somebody comes up and says, "Hey, I can give you this for this price." Okay, doesn't look very good. We have our own designers. We have 8 designers on staff. We introduce 4 times a year. We carry a pretty big stick in the lighting industry. We also have we're brick and mortar oriented. We have 45 or 50 retail stores. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So we definitely know what's going to be working, because it has to work in our own retail stores as well.
Right.
Okay. So when we bring something out to you, we know that it's going to end up being a good product for you.
I love that. You do not have any in Utah, so we are sure happy to be your representative here,
Yeah.
your local retailer, your brick and mortar store that carries your products. It's very, very successful across the country. Besides the scale, the other thing that I really love about Pacific Coast Lighting is just the assortment of all the different products that you carry on these lights. I mean, you'll see everything. You'll see porcelain, you'll see marble, you'll see wicker and rattan and caning and everything.
Yeah, because of our economy of scale, we do so much business, both retail and wholesale. We're able to come up with more and better product. It's a value product line, is what it is. So it's inevitable that I'll get feedback from retail associates, from retail clients, or I should say wholesale floor associates, and they like our stuff because it looks nicer than the other product at the same price point.
Yeah.
They do a great job.
The quality is better. An assortment of shades. You have the round, you have the square. Sometimes as a designer, we are in homes and we kind of just get a little bored, right? So it's just fun to see something that's fresh in an entryway where you have those entry buffets and sideboards. Sometimes you just need something that's a little more narrow. So you have those rectangle shades, which I think are fantastic.
Yeah, the other thing we're doing a lot of these days, too, with you'd mentioned earlier about sectionals and so forth in the homes. We have a bunch of arc lamps, okay, which is a great way to light a sectional because it can be behind the sectional in the corner, and it's out of the way, it comes over the top, because the lighting sectional is always difficult to light, and so we have a bunch of that.
For sure. Yeah, your flooring lighting is absolutely incredible. I personally, in my own home, I love to just turn off all the lights in the evening around like 5 o'clock or whatever, and just turn on all the ambiance lights. So lighting is not just lighting anymore. It's actually decor and really makes your home feel cozy and moody and beautiful.
Well, lighting is actually, I'm not sure who brought this up, but I'm going to steal the line. It's the jewelry of the furniture business.
It is.
I like that.
And it definitely makes the room.
It really
makes the room, for sure.
Really, really does. A little history on Pacific Coast. How did you get involved with them 24 years ago?
Well, I saw some of these Hydrocal lamps, okay, of all places, eastern Montana. Somebody bought some of this stuff, and it took me 6 different calls to the sales manager to have him let me sell product in Montana. Wow. And we actually ended up doing pretty good with it. Obviously, I've been here for such a long time now. So it started a long time ago, and we're moving forward.
Still going.
Yeah.
Now, you're a very lucky salesperson to have 2 of the best furniture lines in the industry that you get to rep. And like you say, you work very, very hard. You're, what'd you say, 120 nights out on the road in a year? I mean, who does that? And you just make sure that all of the retailers know what the latest and greatest products are and the values there. You are getting turns, you're getting orders. As your retailers are successful, you are successful, which is the name of the game.
Yeah. So we've been traveling all over the Northwest for a long time. I don't need to use a map. Actually, I shouldn't say map anymore because that'll date me. I don't need a GPS to know where I'm going anymore. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Do you have any plans to do any skiing while you're here?
No.
There's no time for skiing in the furniture business.
We have stuff to sell.
Well, I did bring my golf clubs, but
okay.
if
you can't see the grass.
If I go further south, I'll be okay with that.
You can do Top Golf maybe, right? Oh, my gosh. Today we have Dan Ewing all the way from Montana here with us. He is a furniture rep for BarcaLounger and Pacific Coast Lighting, which are 2 of our favorite brands that we carry at our Osmond design stores. I also have to give you a plug that we are really excited for the new order that we have coming in. It will be used in the Utah Valley Parade of Homes as well as the Salt Lake Parade of Homes.
That's great to hear.
That's coming up. So, what's great about our store, you come in, you better buy it because it may not be there tomorrow. We don't order 100 or 500 of the same product. So we usually order 2s or 4s. And once it's gone because we're just excited to get the new product in, which, of course, Dan Ewing is always feeding us the latest and greatest cool stuff that his manufacturers are producing. So proud to have you as friends here on the KSL Real Estate Show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey there. Did you know Smith's always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices? And when you download the Smith's app, you'll enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. And don't forget fuel points to help you save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Want to save even more? With a Boost membership, you'll get double fuel points and free delivery. So shop and save big at Smith's today. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey guys, meet Salt Lake City's favorite men's health expert.
Hi, I'm Aerts Ramos, healthcare provider at Revive Men's Health. I've been treating men suffering from low T and ED for over 5 years. Low T can impact your whole life, but so can proper treatment of it. And hearing that my patients are back to living life to the fullest, that's the best part of my job.
Contact Revive for a free T-check and exam today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
We're back with the KSL Real Estate Show, sponsored by Osmond Designs on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back into the Real Estate Show. Thank you for joining us. Lindsay Aerts here with Heather Osmond. She's the owner and interior designer of Osmond Designs. The stores are in Lehigh and in Orem. You can get down there today, run some errands, redo your house. Just redo the whole thing. Because I promise you, whenever you walk into Heather's stores, you're just going to want to redo your whole house.
You're just going to have to buy something.
Yep. You're going to be
kind of
like,
fun.
I need all the things. Like, just give me this setup right here. I'll just take the whole thing.
You're so sweet. You know what? It is so much fun to have the opportunity as an interior designer to be invited to go into people's homes and to see how they live. And all of us have different needs. We all have different ways that we entertain and that we live.
That's why you've never been to my house, Heather, because you don't want to really see how I live.
I will come anytime, Lindsay.
Nope, too many toys on the floor.
I think I have a really good idea of what your house is because of this show, and I just love you for that. And this show is all just real, which is so much fun.
Hot mess. That's how we describe it. Hot mess.
That's why you just need, bookcases and sideboards, just
toy
with
bins
doors and hide all
there.
the organization. We'll do another show about organizing later.
I need that one.
You're so awesome. Today we have Dan Ewing all the way from Montana. How's it going, Dan?
Going well. Thank you for having me again.
We love having you. So he is a furniture rep for BarcaLounger, which is one of our all-time favorite motion chair and sofa and sectional companies. They're well known, and we have a ton of their product. We're really excited. And the new product coming in, we're super excited about that coming in.
Great.
Pacific Coast Lighting is the other vendor that you represent, and their lighting is probably some of the best in the business for many, many reasons. The scale, the style, the price point, the quality. It's just easy to find something that you love at our store.
Yeah, we talked about earlier about it being the jewelry of the home and the decor setting, and I guess I wanted to bring up too. I mentioned earlier that I get to a lot of different stores, and the display at Osmond Designs definitely stands out. The selection is done really well. I don't understand. I sell items, okay, and for you and your design staff to put this together the way you do is amazing.
It's incredible, right?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it myself.
I don't understand.
We do not line up the sofas in our stores. They're all in vignettes, and you can mix and match, and that's what makes it cool.
So this has been, you'd think I would know about that end of things after doing this for 45, I counted them up the other day, 47 years I've been doing this business. So I should know something about the decorating, how to put this stuff together. But you and your store and your people do a great job.
You are so kind. We love that. I love supporting local business. I know I've mentioned that before on this show. We definitely want to give out a shout out to Central Bank, who is the sponsor of the KSL Real Estate Show. They are local bankers and trusted friends. They are who I bank with, not only for my business, but also personally. They do a great job. If you are building a home, they do construction loans. If you need to refinance your home, they offer that. If you need a home equity line, they offer that. They also have a smart savings plan for kids and teenagers. They incentivize great grades for kids and give them the opportunity to bring their report cards in for money, which how cool is that, right? Way to go, Central Bank. Sure proud of them. Check Central Bank out. So if you are in the market for any leather motion, sofas, sectionals, chairs that we've talked about today, Pacific Coast Lighting, we talked about how great the style is, the scale, the price point. But one thing we didn't mention is the smart technology, right, Dan?
Yes, there is a lot of utility in all furniture these days. You have to be able to plug into anything.
Well, I just have a couch that's a couch. So what does that say about me?
It's a sofa, Lindsay.
Oh, sorry.
It's a sofa, not a couch.
Sorry,
You have to step up, Lindsay.
I can't even get the words right. Don't have the
That's
technology.
like saying we was, right? It's just not okay.
It's a sofa and it has no USB ports in it.
So we also have the USB ports in our lighting bases as well, and charging stations in the lighting bases as well, as far as Pacific Coast. So I want to make sure we got that out there as well.
So now you're for sure not going to get out of your sofa or your chair, because you can even charge your cell phone and your lamp. We're all in trouble, you guys.
Right?
What in the world?
First world problems.
First world problems. We're definitely spoiled here in Utah. You know, these are all luxury, amazing items, but they last and they're at a great price point. Style is great. If you are looking to update your home, please check out Osmond Designs. We would love to invite you into our stores. We have the best accessories. Candles, pillows is, of course, one of our favorites. Rugs, furniture right now, bedroom, upholstery. They're just flying out the door. It's a great time. Because I think, you know, with all the cold, we're freezing and we're all just in our homes and we want to make them great. So thanks for joining us on the Real Estate Show today. We'll be back next week.
Hey there. Did you know Smith's always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices? And when you download the Smith's app, you'll enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. And don't forget fuel points to help you save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Want to save even more? With a Boost membership, you'll get double fuel points and free delivery. So shop and save big at Smith's today. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey guys, meet Salt Lake City's favorite men's health expert.
Hi, I'm Eric Ramos, healthcare provider at Revive Men's Health. I've been treating men suffering from low T and ED for over 5 years. Low T can impact your whole life, but so can proper treatment of it. And hearing that my patients are back to living life to the fullest, that's the best part of my job.
Contact Revive for a free T-check and exam today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.